Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome. Red Mage, Josh, Stealth, anybody else who's just hanging out. It's lovely to have you here, and I am very excited to be going into another stream of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I think and hope that we will be able to finish the third case today. I love this game, but the cases are very long. Hello, Niv. Stealth, you have prepared very, very hard for the thing. I have faith in you. I think you are going to do just fine. It is incredibly stressful, of course it is. That is a natural thing to feel. But I also know you've worked hard. I know you've prepared for a very long time. I think you're going to do fine. However, I'm hoping that today can take your mind off that a little bit, because, you know, being exposed to the quote-unquote legal system of this universe is just an experience. And that is as good a segue as I'm ever going to get. Let us switch over. Lizard? I mean, I'm glad you had a long shower, because those can be very good, but also, go eat now. Like, presumably your choices are not shower or eat. Presumably it can be shower then eat. Here's the thing, Stealth. Of course it's okay no matter what happens. You know that that's how I feel. But I also think you've got this. I think you're going to be fine. Yes, Red Mage, you must eat as well. But yes, Stealth, it doesn't matter what happens. If you decide not to do it at all, if you decide it's just too stressful, and fuck it, and you're going to become a rodeo clown instead, you know we'll still love you and support you. But for the next few days, all I'm going to say is, fuck anxiety, you rock, and you do got this. Both can be true at the same time. Stealth has his bar exam coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday. And he is very, very stressed. With, perfectly good reason. Bar exams are famously tough. But Stealth is very, very hardworking. And we love him. I just want to play board games with actual human beings in the same room. It's been a long time. Anyway, let us continue. It is day 3, the investigation. And we know for a fact that the producer and the director were exactly at the scene of the crime. You know what, Niv? I'd be happy to lose at Scrabble just to be playing Scrabble with people. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Yes! It's Big Booba Shark Mom. Oh? No, it's not. Wait, Mia was Big Booba. I get the names mixed up. Maya is Sweet Young Girl. Mia is Big Booba Shark Mom. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive. And proof. Which, you know... Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. That's because that's a stupid system. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. No, Phoenix, not 2 or 3 years ago. If it's that recent and you're supposedly, like, an ace attorney, I feel like you should know that. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Which also implies that whatever alternate universe Japan this is taking place in, they're just having, like, a constant stream of murders. Because murders are the only crimes we ever see. And if there are this many cases, this is a fucked up world. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Well, first thing, let's speak to Will. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed it in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. So there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. You can channel your big booba sister. She's much better at this than you are. Please, this is no laughing matter. Tell me about the producer. Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studio was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Fucking tell me, I'm your lawyer, your attorney, whatever. Those are different things, I assume. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I heard he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. But he can't actually jump. Oh my god, Phoenix and I are the same person. That's amazing. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. Oh ho 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 ho! Perhaps some sort of... some sort of thing happening there? How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Oh ho ho, 5 years ago? When Ms. D. Vasquez came onto the scene? Isn't that curious? Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Cool. That's potentially useful. Oh, it's gonna be the old lady again, isn't it? like her. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. What about Sal Manella? Sal, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Oh. No. Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Oh, Maya. Oh, my sweet summer child. That is not a question you want answered. It doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? Yes, Lizard, get food. Yes it does, Maya, but I'll tell you when you get older. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. World Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Pow's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay, ma'am. We're just going to leave. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. If only we could find out by visiting Studio 2. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hello! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. No, actually, Maya's right here. This chick was rude first. I am watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Punch her, Maya. God, I would pay so much to see Maya just punch this woman. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me! I know it! I know it! Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila? If you must talk about that, man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves? Oh. You are not a nice person. I would like to draw attention, though, to this. There's this fence here. There's the bent spike. Exactly the same size and shape as a certain spear that pierced somebody. But there is no way to actually examine it. There are some flowers here. So pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. That fence looks dangerous. Bruh! I love this game, but sometimes it just doesn't let you examine shit. Also, yes, Stealth, we do need Shark Mom. I don't think there's actually anything new to get here by examining. Let's see if there's anything in the trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on these sets. I mean, fair, Stealth. Chekhov's gun is also frequently not acknowledged. An old movie poster. The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. The hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know? Singing samurai stars? What's next? Ninja ballet? Okay. I would watch a Naruto ballet spin-off. Just a couple of episodes. It's just a summary of the entire plot of Naruto, but as a ballet. Don't tell me that wouldn't be amazing. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. The cups! That means somebody drank something. That's where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. I don't think there's actually anything in here. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Well, it's October, but winter is coming. So what's curious is, in spite of the fact that we know the murder must have taken place at... Wait, why can I not go into Studio 1 anymore? Heck. The murder took place at Studio 2, but the body was found in Studio 1. So somebody moved it. But now I can't go in there. Which is BS. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. The trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. Wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Oh, I can't remember the voice I gave him. No, no, no. No touching. Ah! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Yes, Niv? Oh, Niv! Niv, we had a whole weird subplot. So our theory was that Phoenix Wright only has as proof that he's a lawyer his attorney's badge, which doesn't have his name on it. So our theory was that he's actually a shark who came onto land, who stole the attorney's badge from the actual attorney, and just came to work for Maya. For Mia. That Mia acts as his shark mom, and that therefore Maya is his shark aunt. There is nothing in-game that makes us think that. But it makes more sense than anything else, because in spite of being a qualified lawyer, in his first case, Phoenix knows nothing about the law. Also, Phoenix has shark hair, so, you know. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Yes, Niv! Oh, please. Well, testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. Food on the plate, so the food on this plate had been laced with traces of sleeping pills. Found in the employee area, on it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? That's a dangerous question, Maya. Gumshoe doesn't have a brain, so asking him to think is dangerous. Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room, and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. That sounds not good? Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the furry Edgeworth. Yes, I read that the way I intended to read it. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? What? What the fuck was that, Phoenix? Did you just lose your mind for a second? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. I found the victim, Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. Oh, you see, this is why I wish I could draw. Because fucking Shark Wright and Furry Edgeworth, what an amazing couple they would make. So I was right. The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. That grate's still lying here. Ah, they've seen wisdom at last. I know if they fix it, I just kick it off again. That poor assistant. I don't think there's going to be anything else here, but the dressing room might have something useful. Oh, hello. I fucking love voicing her because she has zero enthusiasm. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. Nice, Lizard! That sounds real good. But... this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. Oh, rumor you say? The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. Oh my god, how many people have been murdered in the studio?
Oh no.
You know what, Lizard? That was perfect. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? An accident 5 years ago. Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer there was part of the film set. Could you tell us what happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. Well, then tell me about why we're seeing the last episode. Stealth? That explains it. Only people who were murdered in Studio 2 get to be heckin' cute. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! No! Also, I hear that Global Studio is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. They're only going to make hardcore pornography, ideally with at least 14 participants in every shot. Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they gonna make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand. How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? But Zach, what if, and hear me out, the fried chicken is on the burger? Correct, Stealth. I said what I said. It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. Think evidence rather than words is called for here. Take a look at this. I'm assuming the Samurai Scrapbook. As proof that kids fucking love the show.
Take that!
And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. I mean, they're a porn studio, clearly. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. You know, when they said that somebody got spit roasted, I didn't realize they meant in the, like, sexual sense, and assumed they just meant somebody died. Okay. Yes! Tell me about when they brought in the horse. Can you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Again, Maya, you sweet summer child. People hide everything. Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this, Miss Oldbag? She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her, if she'll talk. Whoops. That was technically progress. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth. Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? Oh my god, she's rabid. Like, actually. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh my god! Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols. Nichols? Oh my god, her name is Penny Nichols. I love the names in this game. Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. Aw, toucans. A, that's very sweet, and B, welcome, you're very cute. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I do have proof. Sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Because his fingerprints are on the sleeping pill bottle. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? The bottle of sleeping pills, with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Well, right here. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Oh. Oh no, she's calm. This is much worse. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. This old bag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. Oh, this is new music. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in. Releases a 4-minute long fart. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. A paparazzo, technically. Paparazzi is plural. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzo. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Emma was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Okay, well that sort of explains why the fence is bent. Although you'd think in 5 years they would have fixed it. So, what do you think of this photo, madam? He's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means the security lady. Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more. Inside. Well. Oh, yeah. Nick is amazing because I still can't examine this. That's BS. Nick is remarkably successful given that he is a lawyer without a brain. You came. Well then, what was it you were talking about?
It's all coming together.
Yes! Hello, Bubbles, and thank you. Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' shows for petty change. So I am a blackmailer now? That's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. Hello, Luca. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Okay, she idolized him though. She is not a good character witness in that case. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would have needed is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Oh! This went well. Also, where did they come from? Luca, I assume the aim is to fight them, not to fuck them. So, like, just reconsider your position. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. And so long, friends. Boys, erase away. Turns out she's just sending us on, like, a really long vacation to Spain. Like, this isn't sinister at all. She just recognizes that Phoenix is like, approaching burnout, and she's trying to be kind. No! Maya, don't you have ghost powers? Fuck yes, Gumshoe! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. But yes. Oh, fucking Himbo saves the day. Oh, this heals my soul. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now! Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I will be looking forward to it. That's not a terrible question, Bubbles. I don't know. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, but Bubbles, tell me that wouldn't be amazing. Like, just Scarlett Johansson disappears from major films, and then you find out 5 years later she's been Barney the whole time. God, the world would go wild. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay. Got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? A bottom. Oh yeah, Bubbles. His shirt collar is absurd and beautiful. D. Vasquez. A bottom. You know, Luca, I think maybe you need to sleep at some point today, but... I mean, I'm not gonna force you. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Okay, no, Luca, that's fair. I forget... I forget how many hours to add. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Yeah, if it's 9:30, then you're 6 hours ahead, which I'll try to keep in mind. Also, wait a second. Luca, you're 6 hours ahead of me. How the fuck are you ever in my later streams? That's absurd. You really need to sleep at some point. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today, like he's been edging for a while. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I am not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Oh ho ho ho! Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho ho, Phoenix. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Pretty short testimony. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Steech, hello, I love you. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. I'm gonna press her on a lot of these. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Good job, Lizard. Yes. Oh dear. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Yeah, this is an interesting one, because we haven't heard this detail before. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh ho ho! Sal took you in the van, did he? Oh, right. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. Fucking Edgeworth. It was a 15-minute break. 8 T-bone steaks. None of this is contradictory. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. She committed the murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. Find some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. That's interesting. I want to check the court record. That's found in the employee area. That's the guide map. Nothing here would suggest that she didn't eat that. Oh yeah, Luca. Also, if she wasn't involved with the Russian mafia. They just said mafia, but since I've given her a vaguely Eastern European accent, I'm gonna assume Russian mafia. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Will I? That's... Because the evidence I'm supposedly looking for is proof that she didn't eat the steak. Which... How would I prove that? It's fine to have a type. It's just less fine when that type is murderous. Like we're just keeping an eye out for you, Luca. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. None of this is useful. Time of death was at 2:30. So the time is right. I really don't, Luca. She's 100% not my type. Of the people in this case, Penny is much more my type. Yeah, I'm thinking something to do with the employee area. But she said she didn't go to the employee area. If she committed the murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak... Look, there's only one piece of evidence that had anything to do with steak, so it's probably wrong, but I'm going to present this. I think I've pressed on everything. It's possible that I missed one of them. In fact, yeah, I think it was the second one. Yeah. I don't think I pressed on this. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a little bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Okay, so now I've pressed on everything. Oh no, it definitely was, Luca. You're correct. Okay. That's the thing, this is the employee area. But there were also plates in front of the... There were also plates in front of the trailer. It just... Like, I can't present those at all. Whatever. I'm going to present this. It's probably wrong. Ah! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Okay, so that's the correct piece of evidence. But that evidence, like, this should be what I present. Oh, the plate outside the trailer was empty. Because this is evidence that she didn't eat a T-bone steak. Whereas a different steak from a different place? Ugh, I love these games, but that's terrible. There were no bones left on the plates. I mean, also, yes, Bubbles makes a point. She's clearly a hyena who just crushes the bones and swallows them. The plates were bare. I mean, she could just have said... Like, why did she have to specify T-bone steak? If she had just said steak, that would have been perfect. Fried pancetta panini with smoked cheddar and garlic aioli? My god, Lizard. Holy shit, Chen! Thank you for the 3 gifted subs. To Kem, to Naruto Mega King, and to Yui. Also, Chen, yes, you very cute. And I will take this moment to update my list. Also, to fix an unfortunate typo. Lizard, what's wrong with Sandwich? Yes, Chen will always win the simp war because he has power. Wait, is it really stealth? That's amazing. Shit! Bubbles, why did you... Lizard, I think you're just gonna have to make another sandwich. Also, hi, Chen. Thank you. I love you. Miss Vasquez? Why did you not just say any... If you just said steak, you would have been completely safe here. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? As a shark, I'm an expert on this. You ate the bone too. You see, you ate a boneless steak. Most steaks are boneless, so that's fine. Bubbles, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Cummy's TV, which I'm assuming is Chen's alt account. But that is still technically a gifted sub. You didn't eat the steak. Hi, Kuko. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Committing several murders, Your Honor. Oh yes, she didn't leave it to one murder. She murdered 400 people in that 15-minute break. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. You're right, Bubbles. She did it. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. I don't know what that word means. What are wits? I am still trying to get over the fact that I am a land shark. Nice, Kuko. That sounds fun. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. The only part of me that is not petite is my massive boobies. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, but you didn't need to. I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? A samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I really don't. I have circumstantial evidence at best. Oh yeah, Luca. There are apparently several options. You can also change colors and things. Because this photo shows exactly how someone else got stabbed through the chest with not a spear. I mean, fair, Kuko. I'm just saying this is not proof at all that he wasn't killed with the spear. Thank you for the dutes, Lizard.
Take that!
Wrong, Mr. Wright. I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my Fey blood. What? Excuse me? Okay. I assumed the part where I had a photo of someone who died in exactly that way would have done the trick, but apparently not. You know, it's interesting. No, it is fixed there. I was gonna say, like, the spear, it looks like this photo was taken before, but it's not that. What the... Is it the spear itself? Now I'm super fucking confused. I thought I was doing all good and shit. Yeah, Luca. I mean, like, spear not bloody is probably the answer. Oh, Bubbles. This game sometimes requires you to do both simultaneously or whatever shit.
Take that!
I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. That is the murder weapon. Yeah, Kuko, those are always bullshit ones. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? So my evidence is, since it's a shitty prop, it couldn't have been used as a murder weapon? That seems poor. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Wright? I can't tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was with my sharky teeth? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Oof, that's accurate. Okay, now it's this one, right? Look at this photo. What is this? Ah, Luca. It's both. Well, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. I will send an innocent man to the gallows if even one of you talks again. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Oh no. Perhaps that will be a theme that repeats throughout this game. I don't actually remember if it is. I just thought that would be a dramatic thing to say. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. You know, you're right, Bubbles. If it's strong enough and sharp enough to literally kill people, then we maybe need to fix it. Also, hi, Juice. Then, she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Okay, that right there, that is like a weird through line. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing stuff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? Yeah, because you had a fucking van. How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hand? Like, for example, a van we heard about, like, 4 minutes ago? For instance. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Also, that's a good point, Luca. Lizard. The van in which she gets taken. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. That was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Yes, Lizard, you did the good thing. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? I'm gonna go with, of course he was? Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. Oh, it's great, isn't it, Luca? I mean, if it makes you feel better, it took me a long time to realize that Penny Nichols is, you know, Penny Nichols. Also, Dee Vasquez is a diva. That's why she's Dee Vasquez. Kuko, no! No, don't remind me. God! That memory fades from me, and then someone will say something, and I will remember the worst character in the game. It's not, Bubbles, but still, that's why she's Dee Vasquez. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez? Shall I continue? No need. Smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost something like that? I mean, she literally did, Phoenix. Yeah, I just said that. So you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? What? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Hold up! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? What he's doing right here? This is his edging. That's why he's got the face. He's doing everything he can to hold it back. Of course, it's as the witness says. And he's in control again. Certainly, it does seem very likely that she did it. But, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. Yes, Lizard? Oh god, Luca, I hadn't even thought of that. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'm gonna have her testify again. I'd like you to testify again. It's fine, Luca. You're in exactly that mood. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? We would ask the same questions, get the same answers. Waste of time. Damn! To come so far only to fail. Now this is where Big Booba's sister could really help us out. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Ooh, a thing might happen.
Objection!
Fuck yes! God, I love when Edgeworth objects. Because at the end of the day, he wants justice. God, and the music, God, I love this game. It's so dumb.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with the question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see.
Very well. Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again. Oh, God. So, I'm gonna play through all of this because I love it. I'm wondering if afterwards I should pick up Apollo Justice, because I've heard those games are pretty good as well. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. I want to hear your sultry voice while I get sucked off under the table. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth? I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about?
Well, yes. Indeed. Verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. Eee!
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that. Edgeworth. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. There's not a lot in there.
You see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. I'm just gonna press her on all of it. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy?
The witness will continue her testimony.
The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm? I've never seen you anything else. It certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Keep pressing. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. I disagree. The man is just a soft boy Wolverine and I love him. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. That's just mean.
Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue.
I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Maya, I love you, but this is not the time. Hold back the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? Kuko. She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Yeah, this is interesting. Asked to be left out of proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you? Must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Oh! Oh, and why was that? Why? There was a murder, after all. Oh ho ho! Which you knew about before you left, apparently? Who could think of rehearsing after that? No, 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 no. Fuck you, Phoenix. Oh my god, where is your brain? No, Luca, we apparently didn't. Because Phoenix just has, like, several balled-up socks in his skull where a brain was meant to be. God, he's dumb.
Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue.
Thank you! Oh my god, Miles! Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Lizard, that is the best description. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Yeah. I mean, probably, Kuko.
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth! What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Because you see, he sees his role as pursuing justice. He always pursues a guilty verdict because he only takes cases where he believes that they're guilty. And that's why, oh god, it's so good to have a man with a brain in this court. Now, Miss Vasquez. Shit! Nikki, thank you so much for the raid. I don't know if we've got any mods in chat. I don't know if Juice is here at the moment. But I will quickly give you the well-deserved shout-out. What were you playing, Mickey? It only says retro. And also, how are you? It's lovely to see you. And also, Summer, hello. Yes, I'm doing well. We just discovered that literally Phoenix Wright does not have a brain. The only explanation for what just happened is that Phoenix Wright just has, like, chicken soup in his skull. I don't actually know the Blackwell series. The judge has no brain, but I expect the judge to have no brain. I expected Phoenix to have a brain. Very emotional games with a strong story. I will look into them. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I've heard of Watch It Eye. I'll take a look at that. Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. No, you don't... Nothing to apologize for, Nikki. I appreciate the raid. Raid and run is perfectly good. You were just streaming. Take whatever time you need. Have a good one. Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Ooh. Nah, it's fine, Juice. I'm glad you're here. And I was able to do it. This is an intense game. I can pause anytime. How did you know about the injury? Oh, shit! Yes, how did you know about the injury? How did I know? Cell. He told me. No. Cell wasn't at the practice. Cell, the director? You have to find something to peg this on her here. Which one was it? There was like a photo of the... Heck. I feel like there was a photo of when the actual fight happened. But I cannot remember... Like, it doesn't seem to be available. Oh my, Luca. You have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. How did you know about the injury? Cell told me. Like, that is the line. Which means one of these is the one. And I think it'll have to be this. I feel like it'll have to be this. I mean, honestly, it's either this photo where he's dragging his legs, supposedly, which I still don't see. Yeah, the thing is, I've got a big old bar. I can risk something here. So yeah, I'll try this one first, but I don't think it's right. Oh? Oh, apparently that was the right one. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. Oh shit, she said Hammer. She didn't say that Powers was injured. She said Hammer was injured. Which is 100% untrue. It was Will Powers. What? Ooh, she done fucked up now.
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. You didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah!
And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Heck you, Internet! Let Lizard watch! Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Order! Order! I will have order!
Witness. Can you refute this claim?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Is there a reason? No, if there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Ah, but she didn't. She never wanted to kill Hammer, who she controlled completely. She wanted to kill Will Powers, who she assumed was in the suit because it was his suit. Nick, no! Saying you can't prove it now would be admitting defeat. But what proof could I possibly have? Okay. Okay, I was wrong. Fortunately, the game didn't let me just give up there. I present to the court evidence as to Ms. Vasquez's motive in the murder. Well, the fact that, I don't know, he was probably going to go to the press about the thing she covered up for 5 years, and it would have been a problem. Yeah. I just thought the motive of she thought it was somebody else was also a strong motive. This is my proof.
This is the photo from before?
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that is right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. So I was right. I was just right in the wrong way.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Miss Vasquez's motive. She didn't know she was killing Mr. Hammer. She thought she was killing Will Powers. She just saw a person in a costume. This is my proof.
And this tells us why Miss Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer?
I'd say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Okay. I was wrong. Then I'm gonna say she had no motive because she didn't have any reason to kill Mr. Hammer. Again, right in the wrong way. Which is fine. That's how these games work. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? Oh, that's certainly a theory. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What?
What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all these years. Oh! So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. I don't know who's speaking in this scene. I'm going to assume it's her. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Oh no, so... I don't know who it was. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Oh, this is the past one. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please. Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's G. Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
It appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Yes, everyone. Have your meds, do a hydrate, maybe do a quick stretch. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty.
Thank you, Lizard. I will do a hydrate.
This is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Presumably I have some piece of evidence. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Because kids loved you. He had been famous and well loved. Okay, Luca, I'm glad it wasn't just me who heard Tell Me Why and immediately wanted to break out into some Backstreet Boys. Yeah, I think it's because he wanted to ruin the Steel Samurai as well. It's because you were the Steel Samurai.
Because I was the Steel Samurai?
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP.
Oh? Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and...
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Luca, I'm not too young. I just never knew it. Thank you for the posture check, Kuko. I did need it.
Is something wrong?
No, of course not. They're definitely not canceling the show immediately. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth! Oh god, that face! Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. I didn't listen to boy bands for the longest time because I was dumb and thought boy bands were dumb. Meanwhile, it turns out they're amazing singers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Oh god, they're boyfriends! Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. And also the powerful desire to bottom to you. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Wait, this is only in the American version? That's fucking amazing, Juice. Oh god, I love that they made the American version significantly more gay. Oh no, here's the thing. Phoenix isn't a top, but Edgeworth is such a power bottom that anybody becomes a top in comparison. So it's just not in the Japanese version. That's great. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals! Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids' shows again. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards, too. You have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Cody is, what, 8 years old? Nick has no reason to hang out with him. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the leader game? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. Are you fucking kidding me? He would be such a good Wolverine. He's like made for it. This is such a good episode, but it has so many bad characters. I'm going to take a quick break. Just to stretch, get some more water, and give everybody else a couple of moments to, do shit. So, I will be right back, chat. I only have one request. I demand that while I'm away, everybody fucking vibe. Dad, why didn't you tell me that you're professional vibers? I didn't know you would vibe this fucking hard. I'm so proud of you. Your vibing is powerful. It's time for me to rate your vibes. Also you, Luca. Also you, Lizard. This is the one! It's been what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Oh ho 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 ho! Oh no, Bubbles. What happened? And immediately into the happy music. After we just saw Miles fucking shoot a guy. Hey, Nick! Oh shit, Bubbles, good luck. You know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course! Except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. Don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? You know, Phoenix, that's mostly for when you're horny. Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. It turns out it was just a fat man swimming. It's not an issue, people. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident that Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can't that your real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. They gave him an affectionate name and everything, Luca. They're selling merch of this dude swimming in the lake. They think he's beautiful. Shit, Bubbles, good luck. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department to have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Gordy has been confirmed to be Larry Butts, who has gained an enormous amount of weight since he went on trial. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time, it's murder. Who the fuck starts a report like that? Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth. Oh, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor, known for his skills and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? My ex-boyfriend? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Ah! Maya! The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Hell yeah. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah! Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So, you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh. Laugh! Oh my god, Edgeworth, why would you even think that? Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad, or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time that we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh! We're gonna help you, that's what. Well... He's not serving a sentence, Juice. He's just... He's a suspect. I don't know how the laws work in this world, and I'm not sure anybody else does either. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. And I've won them all, dickbag. Oh, you're right, Lizard. How have I never added that? Can you please put that in my Discord so I don't forget? Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick, why am I always the one who has to get angry? Murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. Lake is a long way from your offices and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth? You didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. It turns out it was just a fat bloke. But I still appreciated the beauty of his body. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Here, fucker. I really am an attorney. Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth, let me defend you. Oh my god, that actually worked. I mean, worked in the sense that it had actual dialogue associated with it. Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. I mean, he can probably defend himself pretty well, on account of being, you know, an actually very, very good lawyer. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. Except me! Oh my god! What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. You didn't get my clients declared guilty, because I'm better than you, fucker. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask. But you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya! Let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... I love that Phoenix completely refuses to believe that he's guilty. He's such a good lad. Also, hi, Stitch, I love you. Also worth noting, this is Christmas. This is where it happened? Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there?
Well, pal, there's enough of us. Found anything?
Sorry, sir. Nothing.
The trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double.
But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth.
Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal.
Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today.
Recruits. Pah. Hey, you're that Harry guy. Harry Butts.
It's Larry and also no. Right. Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name?
Just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating?
Well, yes, I suppose.
Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it!
He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. You're right, Lizard. He really is. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet.
Huh? Oh, you don't say.
Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here?
Huh? You don't, pal?
Nope.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer.
Head in the... what?
Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol.
And the shooter was was Mr. Edgeworth?
A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him.
I do remember this trial being super difficult. I mean, they escalate in difficulty, as they should. How did they get there so fast?
Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake.
A witness? Tell me about this witness.
Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow.
Was there only that one witness?
Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're gonna turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out.
far, we've come up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Oh. Oh, Nick, that's so mean. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective? Such a good boyfriend. Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. We've dealt with witnesses before, it's fine. Hey, pal! Don't tell me you're gonna turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No, sir. Not yet. Lizard, that's honestly such a sweet image. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. Briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? Yeah, is there an autopsy report? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, Detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Alright, here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Keep in mind, Phoenix is a defense attorney that has apparently never been to the police station. How is he this incompetent? Oh hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. I don't think there's anything useful on this screen. Fuck no. Oh no, I'd forgotten. He's back. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look! A snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want samurai dog, please! I bet they're great! A name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know. Nope. There was a party, and we didn't get invited. Ah, someone left some poppers here. You know, pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. I see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. We'll take him. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. Pull the string, it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. A hot dog stand. It's closed. Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Is it? Is it really? I'm not a good swimmer, and I feel like I could swim across to that other shore with no difficulty. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh, well, a long time ago they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way. I'm sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Ah, I almost didn't see that signpost. Left boat docks, right exit. Trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Let's go to the boat rental shop. Actually, let's go to the woods. Fuck the boat. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. Right next to the no camping sign. I've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. They might even be the witness. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Hey, Nick. Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering. Why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. There's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum, then? I'm not having this conversation. And for those on the other side of the Atlantic, yes, I grew up saying it aluminium. Where I live now, aluminum is more standard, and it was spelt aluminum. So, I just wanted to address that. Yes, Luca, what is the answer? But Luca, I love you too. Now, if only you streamed, so I could stay up late for your streams. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. Do you want to set a tent on fire, Maya? I mean, Luca, it's not my idea, and I should probably do more reading streams. So if anybody would like to, feel free. There's food and some magazines. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Maybe we will see the terrible person who it is soon. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough? Hi, I'm Nick! Kuko, it's currently 5 PM for me. Huh. Nick! Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken? Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to record to respond to voices. Well, what then? These things. Oh. Pop and several clicks. Well, it responded. I hate this character. I hate this character. Hey, you! Get your hands off of that! Especially because I don't really do a good Southern accent, and she's very clearly Southern. She's a fine character, but I've got a voice actor. What in the Sam Hill? Look what you've done. There goes a whole roll of film. What? Huh? Sorry. Sorry's nice, but it don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. You don't have a job. What are y'all thinking, setting off party poppers in a place like this? Well, look. Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I am not a Yank. Yeah, no, I know it's not random. I say, those Southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb, don't mean we all are. Oh God, I forgot that she just straight up admits it. Nick, help! And who are you? Her chaperone? Yeah, no. Rather, we're sort of friends? Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. Good, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's drawls than listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. I guess we should pay for her film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. Boomst? What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. Ooh, what if, Lizard? That didn't work. Wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Do I? I only have one thing. This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. Murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You too. Y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta Hart, but y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. It really is kind of bizarre, Juice. I love it. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Haha! Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the Heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at a university, Country U. So I hear. So, when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars? Then why is your camera pointed at the lake instead of up? Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. Nice, Bubbles! I don't think I've ever seen a shooting star. That's so? Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? That's a remarkably good question, Luca. Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. You'll gotta remember I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. Wouldn't one boat be enough to choke a mule? That's quite a camera you have there. You'll better know it. It's German-made. A genuine Solingen. Ooh, Kuko! You're reminding me of one of my favorite scenes from one of my favorite movies. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself and I fired my party popper. Oh, that? That mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat. Oh. This camera is rigged to respond to noise, but it only responds to loud noises like a party popper. Okay, I don't think there's anything more I can do at this point. Lotta? Yeah? So, your camera. Triggers on loud explosion noises? Ooh, Luca, you saw a meteor shower? So cool, Luca. Hey, yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. Checked him once, don't remember if there was anything on him though. But what if I got something? I could be witness to a genuine murder. Yee-haw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? And she yeets herself into oblivion. She went inside her SUV. Guess we should come back later. Let's check out the boat rental shop. Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either. Boats. I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out in one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. There's some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. Okay, I was hoping for more than that. There's more forest off that way, and I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Okay, that wasn't super useful. Holy shit. The Sonic knockoff in the background reminded me of a completely different case. Possibly in a different game, I'm not sure. Guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished the meeting. Better or for worse. You get the feeling we're in for some bad news. You know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. It's knockoff Sonic, Luca. Don't worry about it. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything?
Not a word.
How did the meeting go?
I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer.
True.
You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human, like you or me. Still, you get the feeling that if you'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. It's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that?
So, they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it?
Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled.
I see. Hey, in the end you did tell us about the meeting.
Don't go telling anyone else, pal.
Yes, sir.
And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help. Yeah, I missed that. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much?
Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other. That's how it works.
A working relationship? Are you sure it's not a private relationship? One where he tickles your back to help you fall asleep at night? Lizard, I didn't get to see wild monkeys, but I did get to have a spider monkey ride on my shoulder. That was quite an experience.
See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty, every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times. But there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man.
Yeah, I went to... this was while I still lived in South Africa. I went to a place where... basically, they took care of monkeys who had been pets, so they couldn't go back to the wild, but for one reason or another, they couldn't be pets either. Because most monkeys make for terrible, shitty pets. They're too smart to be pets. So anyway, there was the spider monkey, and she was super sweet, and she sat on my shoulder, and she had her tail wrapped around my neck. And it was all great. Until she saw another monkey who she hated, and she jumped at him and fucking nearly killed me because it turns out monkeys' tails are strong. Kuko, I don't see cats that regularly, but similar thing happens to me. When I just see cats, they normally come to me because for some reason I just give off cat pheromones, I guess.
That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us.
I see.
Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that.
Well, Bubbles, she wanted a stable place to launch from. She wasn't going far. The other monkey was, like, literally a foot away at that point. She would have let go eventually, and she did. But she wanted to be in a stable position when she fucking clocked that monkey, because the other monkey was a son of a bitch. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Okay. So 3 minutes ago when we asked him if there was an autopsy report, he said no. In that time, he's received it and made a copy of it? I was going more for the unit of measurement, Kuko. So probably like 30-ish centimeters. Yes, snails are friends. Sometime on the 24th or the 25th caused 1 bullet shot to the heart. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? Face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Oh ho ho! Maybe it is Big Booba's sister who knows. I've heard that, Lizard. Whoops. Okay. Let's go speak to Edgeworth again. Okay. This is not the right place. Have you managed to find anything yet, lady? Hey! Hey, y'all! Lotta! Wait up a sec. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is them. Take a look. Okay. Man in boat with gun? Oof. Hottest summer I ever spent was in southern France. In Marseille. Fucking hell, that's an absurdly hot place. When was it? Must have been, I think, like 2016? Hottest summer I've ever experienced. See? See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. Oh no, Luca. But, you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. Okay, how did you forget that? What? Are you serious? Of course. How did you forget? Never mind. Lizard, I've done the same. It's such a good feeling. Teeny tiny owls are the best things in the world. Don't reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. I reckon so. What's that? Now don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Okay, fine. Red pandas are also very adorable. Wait, Lotta! What? Can't y'all see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Chair! Hello, Chair. Thank you for the raid. You were still playing Pokemon Unite? People seem to be very much into that. Am I going to be the next one to be very much into it? We'll find out. San! Thank you so much for the sub! I also love you. Oh my god, 14 months, Sam? That's absurd. And Queen, thank you. And Kelvy and Yanni. So many good friends. Also, I love this line. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk. It's just, it's so evocative. Whoops, I clicked off screen. Lotta? Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. There's no real way to summarize. I mean, we met this lady. She was a witness to a murder. Probably Miles Edgeworth is the murderer. Except, like, obviously he isn't because we know he's innocent. But everyone thinks he's guilty. You know, it's a Phoenix Wright game. If you've played any Phoenix Wright game, you know what's going on. You know what? Yeah, Lizard is kind of in love with Ludda, and we're trying to figure out, is Ludda ripped as all fuck? And I think so, yes. Yes, chair. Also, hello, Pingu. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Well, that wasn't super helpful. Oh ho ho! But something has changed. It's like the police have given up their interviewing. Good, Luca. It's Santa Claus! And definitely not a person in a costume. Nick! I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry? What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? You gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Kianse deserves the best. Kianse? Not another model, I hope. I love the fact that, in spite of Phoenix being super down on it, this dude pulls models all the time. Oh, Kianse is a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? I bought this she bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute! Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my... What? No! No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I am the little sister. Also underage, so please don't suggest that Nick is dating her. I fully get why Automod stopped that phrase, but I'm going to allow it. Yeah. Automod was fair, but... Malu, don't encourage the game! Also, hello, Malu. Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh. Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya. He's not listening. What happened? Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night, and since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kianse, obviously. Who wouldn't have been standing out here? He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. God, it took me several attempts to get that sentence. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Kianse's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Ha! Neat! The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth? Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Oh ho ho! They call him Old Edgy? I fucking love that. Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Oh, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yep. Wait a second, but Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. It's almost as if something happened to sour that relationship. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? Larry, I will actually yeet you into the lake. Nikki, you cute. No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh, go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. Bye, Queen. I love you. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know Nick? Nick? Oh, just no answer. Tell me about the dogs! Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs? Ouch. Samurai thing was Kianse's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of these samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy! Gordy? So, Gordy is the Loch Ness monster of this not quite Loch Ness. Who I have... My headcanon is it's just a fat dude who goes swimming every day. And people know it's just a dude, but they think it's cool that he goes swimming anyway, and so they made him famous. What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster. Gordy. Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Okay, that's clearly just a dude's hand in a sock. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. It's a Lefant. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. It'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. I will give you no more than 500,000. Okay, bye, Larry. It's been fun, but I would like to go to other places. I legit thought there would be more stuff there. I mean, I want to get to the point where Edgeworth lets me take the case. Not a Gumshoe in sight. You're looking for Detective Gumshoe. He's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. A lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. I would like to draw everyone's attention to Knockoff Sonic. Oh my god! Pop Time responds to K9? I'm very surprised. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger! Not to be confused with the Blue Blur. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him assigned mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. Guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. This is like the worst kind of open plan office. There's no fucking space. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Move in the crowd. Wear drab clothes. Never enter the target's field of vision. He must be doing image training for trailing. Either that or he's an agent of the Matrix, which seems more likely to me. Oh yeah, Kuko. Very casual. Fuck, I keep thinking that's gonna be the moment. What is it? Oh, nothing, just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Oh ho ho. Intrigue. Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at the office Mig worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat.
You're Mia's something, are you not?
I was her understudy, yes? Phoenix Wright.
And you're Mia's something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know that. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Mr. Grossberg, sir?
Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it, then? What's the matter?
What happened? There was a murder last night.
A murder?
You haven't heard?
I just got up, you see.
You know what, that's pretty accurate, Lizard. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol.
Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot?
Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown.
This is terrible news indeed.
I guess you haven't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting?
Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. Can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts. Like mint pudding with piss in it.
Yes, Luca, sleep. Have good sleep. Wait, Chen is live? Oh, I'm definitely gonna fucking raid Chen. Yes, Juice, what? Hi, Jay. You've arrived just moments before I'm going to end.
Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Whoa!
Did you remember? What, Juice? He said bitter old desserts. So I said peppermint pudding with piss in it. You know, old bitter desserts. Did you remember?
He was a lawyer, here, in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond.
Mr. Hammond? You know what? I love this community, because I can say fucking anything, and the response is just going to be what Nikki just did. Peppermint piss ooh woo. I fucking love it.
And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot?
Aha! Let me do your fat old voice again. Who's this Hammond guy anyway?
Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case.
I'm sorry, Jay. Admittedly, that's only on Sundays. Because my time on Sundays is different. That case?
Yes, the DL6 incident.
DL6? Why does that sound familiar? Because you've dealt with it before, Phoenix.
Perhaps you remember.
I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder.
That was the incident where the police were so at loss they used a spirit medium.
Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. The spirit medium Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes, happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal.
No, they never caught the criminal, right?
Correct. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent.
And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please don't mention it.
DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait. What does that case what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth?
This has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth.
You know what? Someone who goes by Gregory instead of Greg feels like they would name their son Miles. What? His father?
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Wait, this is a photograph of my mother. Ah. Wheels within wheels.
What's this?
I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. It was the 6th time I was caught dick-licking, hence DL6. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. Well, it sounded like that because you said I wasn't. Like, you know, you were quite explicit. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well, ask whatever you like and I will answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gold Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? You know, I don't think murder cases generally have a statute of limitations, but whatever. Nick, what does that mean? When the case's statute of limitations runs out, legally, the case never happened. Also, I don't think that's quite what it means. Again, the laws here are shaky. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Hmm. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone. No. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. It pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Of course we won't. No, I'm not going to say that. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Yes! I want to get to the point where the game has like a natural save point. It is just easier that way. Well, I guess we should... Oh! An earthquake? I don't remember this. You're right, Juice, he did. Ooh, that was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a bowl, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a bowl? Well, I guess we're done. Because Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. What's going on here? Ah! What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't go around covering up evidence. That's Miles's job. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. Look, relax, buddy. I'm his defense lawyer. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. We'll see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey! You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later! I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Thank you, Paula, and also hello, Paula. And that is going to be where I call stream. I'm sorry to do so just as Paula arrives, but I've already been going for a chunk longer than I normally do. If it makes you feel better, Paula, I still love you. And you deserve the world. Now, little birdie told me that there's a certain Chenology345 who's currently streaming. And I think we should pay them a visit. Anyway, thank you all very much for joining me. I love these games. They're so dumb, but I enjoy them so much. I like doing the voices. I like everything about it. Another episode of this will be streamed next week Sunday at 2:30 Eastern Time. My next stream will be Wednesday at 5:30, where I'm continuing with Dark Souls. My Dark Souls Prepare to Bean edition, where every time I die, I have to eat a Bean Boozled. It has been a terrible time so far. I'm loving it. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day going forward, whatever time it is for you. I hope you stay cute, because you all deserve it, and I hope to see you around in the future. Especially you, Paula. I'm sorry I had to do this to you. Have a good one. Ciao.